What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. I actually hit on last night's pick. Tyler Guyton, tackle. So that kind of shows you the direction the Cowboys are heading in. Plus they got an extra third-round pick from the Lions. They gave up next year's 7th, but they got the big offensive tackle out of Oklahoma. So if you wanted to, you could start him day one at left tackle, Tyler Smith at left guard. Now, are we going to be able to get a center like Zach Frazier, Jackson Powers-Johnson, one of those guys tonight? I don't know. Be nice. That would give you Zach Martin or who's the kid out of Oregon we got last year? TJ Bass. Out of Oregon on the right guard side. You got Terrence Steele, right tackle, young guy. You've been paid. Center, you'd have Jackson Powers-Johnson or Zach Frazier. Left guard, Tyler Smith. Left tackle, Guyton. That would be a pretty good offensive line, in my opinion. Because is Brock Hoffman the guy? Now, can you find some good centers in the later rounds? Yeah. Let's go down the list here of intriguing ones that I would be okay with. And you got to think, Phil Costa was an undrafted free agent, so it's not a live or die. They've done well with that before. So, technically, could we get one the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, or undrafted? Yes. Is it rolling the dice? Possibly. But, we've done it before. Would I like that route? No. I'd rather get the Jackson Powers-Johnson or the Zach Frazier nail and be done with it. So I had Tyler Guyton going to us. I can't remember who I had in the second round. I have to look back at the video. But you do have Jackson Powers-Johnson still on the board. Graham Barton's gone. So, still got Zach Frazier. Bo Lemer out of Arkansas, I'd be okay with. Cedric Van Pran, not as high on him. Tanner Bortolini, okay. Dylan McMahon out of North Carolina State. Drake Nugent. Hunter Nazard out of Penn State. Charles Turner. Andrew Rain out of Oklahoma. Will Putman out of Clemson. Clark Barrington out of BYU. Brian Stevens. Duke Clemens. You've got some options that could be okay. Avery Jones out of Auburn if you're looking undrafted or something. But me, I'd rather go Jackson Powers-Johnson. Let's see who was, we'll go recap of who was picked. So, round 1, of course, Caleb Williams went 1. Kind of surprised Jaden Daniels went 2. I think I'd rather had Drake May, but that's just my opinion. Jaden Daniels had that one great year, and we've seen this before. So, Caleb Williams was more consistent at least, and he's still got potential that hasn't shown yet. Jaden Daniels kind of displayed everything. He was at Arizona State for a while, and then went to LSU, and you see what you get. I mean, you get what you see. Drake May still has plenty more potential. Some coaching would go a long way. Marvin Harrison Ford, that's no surprise. Joe Alt, no surprise. The Chargers took him. That was smart. They've got their left tackle and their quarterback franchise building blocks of the future. 6, Malik Neighbors. Not surprised, but I mean, there's better receivers out there, I felt, as far as the LSU kid, Thomas Jr. Brock Bowers was sitting there. I mean, they could use a tight end. But Neighbors, it's not horrible. J.C. Latham going to the Titans. The surprise, number 8, Michael Penix Jr. I don't get it. Probably could have had him in the second round. And as far as a receiver for New York, you could have had Rome Odunze. I mean, really? He's still sitting there and you take Neighbors over him? It's whatever. Michael Penix Jr., great quarterback, but you got Kirk Cousins. So you paid all that money to Kirk Cousins, then you're going to draft this guy with the number 8 pick. To sit for, what, a year or two? You're not a team that's going to the Super Bowl this year. So I don't know. Chicago, now they've got their receiver and quarterback tandem. They've got other pieces around them that they could be building something there in Chicago. 10, J.J. McCarthy to the Vikings. Not horrible, but the Jets go up to 11 and get Luma Fashanu, Penn State tackle. Possibly one of the best tackles besides Alt in the draft, and Guyton and Jordan Morgan. Those were my top guys. 12, Bo Nix goes to Denver. Had a feeling that might happen. Kind of a reach, but I think he could have got him in the second round. But 13, the Vegas Raiders said, screw it, we're taking Brock Bowers. We get a talented guy. So, 14, New Orleans, Felice Fuega, tackle out of Oregon State, liked him too. They get a good tackle. Indianapolis hit out of the park with Latu out of UCLA. So that was a good pickup for them. Seattle gets Byron Murphy the second. 17, Dallas Turner goes to the Vikings. They get a good pass rusher. I like Jared Verse a little better, but Amarius Mims goes to the Bengals. I think there's a better tag. I would have taken Jordan Morgan, but that's just me. 19, the Rams get Jared Verse. So that's a huge piece. I liked him the best out of all the pass rushers in this draft. Jared Verse is one of my top guys. 20, Troy Fashanu, Washington, tackle. More of a guard, really. I don't think he's big enough for tackle, but see what the Steelers do with him. 21, the Dolphins get Chop Robinson out of Penn State. 22, Quinyon Mitchell out of Toledo, the corner. One of the best corners. 23, Jacksonville trades up to get Brian Thomas Jr. So now they got a big weapon for Trevor Lawrence. 24, the Lions get the best corner, Terry and Arnold, in the draft. So that helps them a huge amount. 25, Green Bay gets one of the better tackles, Jordan Morgan, going to Green Bay. He's going to start day 1. 26, Buccaneers get Graham Barton. So they got a starting center day 1. 27, Arizona trades up Darius Robinson, defensive lineman out of Missouri. 28, Kansas City trades up Xavier Worthy out of Texas. So they get their speedster. 29, of course, Dallas traded back and got Tyler Guyton. So that was a huge win in my opinion. 30, Ravens take Nate Wiggins, one of the better corners. Really good corner in this draft. 31, kind of strange one, Ricky Pearsall out of Florida. Like the receiver, but at 31, I feel like that's a reach. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. And 32, Carolina with the final pick, Xavier Leggett out of South Carolina. Very good receiver. So let me know what you guys think is going to happen night number 2. round 2, round 3. We'll see where I was right and where I was wrong tomorrow night, but I was right on this one. Cowboys got their tackle. They've got their left guard. They've got their right guard. Whether it's TJ Bass or Zach Martin, they've got their right tackle. Now start building that depth a little bit. We'll see what happens there, guys. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, share, hit notifications. Once we hit 100, doing a free giveaway. Love y'all. Peace out.